So true. Okay, I haven't done a live in a, well, not, it's not live, but I'm live.
Update.
Being an update, yeah, it's being video. The lighting is kind of weird in here, isn't it? There's looks like there's a lot of light back there behind me, and there's nothing there. There's
Yeah.
no. It's very dark,
Weird.
but it's really weird. It's really like backlit in the back of me. So, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about myself, of course. It's fascinating. And I'm recovering from poison ivy. That was not fun. It's probably week 3, and it's still there. Um, did you want to see my boyfriend?
No.
I said no. He's sitting. We got these new loungers from Lazy Boy
Recliner.
recliners, and they turn and they rock and they
And
recline to like flat. And I was very excited when we got them. It took 6 months for them to be delivered. We got them straight from the factory, which was a mistake for a lot of reasons, which I will actually, that's my topic for conversation, is these recliners. Now, they're a beautiful material. They're very soft, and they're very, I think, very washable. Be a little like a Berber carpet, only much softer. Thank God. So we got these chairs in July, I think. No, this is July. We got them in at the end of June after 6 months. And Chris was really looking forward to them because he had loungers, recliners before. I never had a recliner in all my life. I never had a recliner. And I talked to a friend of mine who's maybe watching, and she said that she had recliners, but she couldn't use them anymore because of her back, and they were really hard on her back. So I said, well, I won't have a problem with it. Well, I got the recliner, and my ankles started swelling up, and my back was hurting me. I could feel that sciatica, that tension coming up in my back. And I was getting really, really discouraged because I spent like $2,500 on 2 chairs. But anyways, since then, I did change something with these, and I had this thing sitting around the house. It's a headrest, but I'm using it for my lower back. I just put it in the lower back, and that seems to have alleviated a lot of the problems. And now I can swirl and swivel and go back and go forward, and so it's kind of cool. It's a cool chair. It's still, Chris really loves it. I'm still on the fence about it, but it's not as bad as it was because it was really bothering me. So that's fascinating, isn't it? So I had a chair that I spent a lot of money with that was giving me problems. Then I had the poison ivy, which is winding down, but not it's slowly winding down. So I haven't been doing tarot. I guess you've noticed that I haven't been doing tarot, but it's never far from my thought. And I still buy decks. And I bought this deck. I'm going to talk about it. It's a deck that's been around for a while, and it's quite charming. And it has typos in it. I'm building up the suspense. And it has typos in it, and I thought when I bought it, because I just bought it recently, the typos would have been fixed, but they're not fixed. So it still has the typos in it. But when I first got it, I said, well, if it has the typos, I'm sending it right back, because that's just so wrong. But then I started reading the book, and the book is fabulous, and it's worth the $9 for the deck and the packaging and everything. And that's this one, this Kawaii Tarot, which we're going to discuss a little bit. We'll talk a little bit more about this. So I'm going to keep it. It still has the typos, so if anyone is interested in buying it, you'll still get the typos. It's on Amazon for $8 or something, and it's worth $8 because the book. Now, if you open this up, you got the decks are in. The light is really not good around here. The deck is in two. It's in 2 boxes. It's one deck, but it's in 2 boxes. Everything looks backwards. Is that supposed to be backwards?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then it has the book, and the book comes out here. It's really, so here's the book. The book itself is, nice size. There's no pictures in it. Well, there's little, the deck doesn't have that many pictures. So it has the little pictures are on the top. They're just very simple drawings. Very adorable deck. But there's some typos in it. I won't go over the typos. If you go through walkthroughs of this deck, what they say, or if you go through for the reviews on Amazon, you'll see what they say about the decks and the typos. But what I want to do, I'm thinking of doing, is just like a mini reading, but just pick the cards up, show you. Now the cards themselves are very, they're papery. They're not linen, no, and they're not glossy, and they're not matte. They are just, they feel to me like they're just paper, like a cardstock of some kind, maybe. And let's open them up, and I'll show you a couple things. I think they're still in order. Not that it matters. I can just pull them out. I guess they're cardstock. Get them both out. Probably should have done this ahead of time. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to show the deck. I'm not going to do the walkthrough. But here are the backs. Adorable. And then here are the cards. Like that's the Eight of Swords. So it's a pip deck. Eight of Swords. Here's one of the. Gee, I hope that you're going to see this. The King of Swords. Very simple. And let's see if we can go through briefly the majors, because they are so adorable. And the majors are not, there's no typos in the majors. And when you go into the reviews on Amazon, a lot of people say, for a silly little deck, they give great readings. And I'm going to try. I haven't read with it yet, so I'm going to do a little reading now after I show the decks. So there's the Fool. Let's see. Fool. So you see, well, it's clearly marked, which is good. And then you see, that is, it's the Joker kind of thing. The Magician. It has the basics on it. It doesn't have the elements, but it has the infinity sign of what do you call it? Lemonscape? The High Priestess. Empress. Emperor. Hierophant. You don't see that. There is color to these. They're very subtle, pastel-y. There you go. That's a better picture of it right there. Lovers. Chariot. Almost looks like the wheel, but we'll see the wheel. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, that's a little bit more wheelie. Justice. Hangman. Not sure how that is the Hangman, but Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment, and the World. So very simple drawings, but very, very appropriate. Kind of like shorthand or something. Now, what I want to do is a little reading about. Could do it about Trump, but I don't know about Trump. I think I want to do a little reading about COVID and what's coming up in the fall for COVID. I mean, I have my suspicions what's going to happen. But I'm just going to do maybe a 3-card before current and after, like what's happening now, what the antecedent, the present, and what happens afterwards. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see. So I want to know about COVID for September, October. I'm a little concerned about the kids. It's more, this strain is worse, and the kids are getting sick, and people aren't vaccinated. I don't know. So, and I'm going to just pick cards. I'm going to pick 3 cards. I don't have a table in front of me. I just put them on my lap. I'm just spreading out the deck and just picking things. I did shuffle them a little bit. They're still probably mostly in order. So the question is, what's the situation with COVID for the fall? And I want to maybe look at the book as we evaluate the situation. So this is the past, the lovers. The lovers in the past. Well, I think we were this summer in a good place. We thought we had it licked, and that things opened up, and people were going to parties and going on the airplanes and scheduling their weddings back on and all that. And so I think in the past we had this going on. We were falling into our regular lives, and that was a good thing. So what's happening now is the Three of Pentacles, group work. Like I'm talking about September, so maybe people have to work together on this situation, a very practical matter. Maybe people will start doing what they have to do when they work together and not be so crazy about what it means to get a vaccine and why they don't want to get a vaccine. And maybe people will start, group work will start happening, and then the outcome of that is the Ace of Cups. So that's good. That's the beginning of healing. That's very positive. So it shows that, we were in a honeymoon period with the summer, and then right now we got to get together and work together. And it looks like we will work together. It's the beginning of a suit, but it shows that group work. And then it looks like we will get on track again. But then again, it's the Ace of Cups. Cups are healing, and besides everything else, and intuition. It's the beginning of a phase. So I would say that in the fall, we'll be on a new trajectory, and hopefully it will be a healing one. So that's my thought about that. But before we go on, I want to look at the book and read to you what the book would say about each of these cards, because it's so good. The book is so good. So the first card was the Lovers, and let's just read what the Lovers has. Now it has very clearly marked, and they have the regular Lovers, and then they have the reversed. And there's quite a bit written on both of them. So let's see what it says about the Lovers. The Lovers card is as much a card about choice as it is about love. It means you have come across or will come across something you know is meant for you, whether a person or a passion. The question is, will you diverge from your current path to follow this new element? Remember, when making your choice, that love brings its own hardships. And it says the Fool lands at a crossroads after the Hierophant. Oh, they talk about the progression of the deck. The Fool lands at a crossroads after the Hierophant. She faces a new challenge. Before, the Fool was self-centered, but now she experiences a powerful urge to be with another person. When the Fool sees this new person at a crossroads, she realizes that while it is good to conform, at some point she has to decide upon her own values. This is when the Fool begins questioning. The Lovers card is illustrated with twin hearts and a vine. The vine stands for both deep unity and a newfound purpose of one's journey. As card 6, the Lovers card holds both the magic and completion properties of 3 and the quality of 2. 6 is more stable than 4, promising harmony as well as security. So it does talk about the numerology in the deck. If you receive the Lovers card in a reading, you may be at your own crossroads. Be assured that no decision is a bad decision here, except it is almost certain that you can't turn back at this point. Where will you go? Now, that's an interesting idea of the Lovers. That was very thorough. So that's the Lovers card. Now let's read the middle card, which was the Three of Pentacles. Let's see that. Again, there's quite a bit written on the Three of Pentacles, and both in the regular and the reverse. The Three of Pentacles indicates the satisfaction of a job well done. More than your thoughtful and skillful work has been. More than that, your thoughtful and skillful work has been recognized. You will soon receive more team or organization support or even investments to put into your craft or journey. The card appears in a reading when someone more senior has noticed your hard work. It's a card that speaks of deep personal love of your work and craft. Though you may be just a novice, your potential is surely not missed. In some cases, this card is a sign that you successfully have gained the skills you need to go after your bigger goals. The Three of Pentacles is generally a card of the initial prosperity at work. It can point to new teammates or impressive collaborative efforts or strong and fruitful ambition. The message behind the Three of Pentacles is encouragement, asking you to keep going down the path you've chosen. Your enthusiasm will be rewarded before you know it. The other thing about this, I mean, I was doing a very general reading about COVID. You can see how this is so personal. It's all about the person, all about the person that's being read. So that is very cool. And it's nothing new, but it just sort of fleshes it out more. It's a good book. And then finally, where we're going to be, we're heading towards the Ace of Cups. So let's see where that leads us.
Who wrote it?
Who wrote the book? That's a good question. Diana Lopez did the pictures, I thought. Maybe she did the whole book. This was printed by Diana, it wasn't printed, it was printed by Sterling Ethos of New York, Sterling Publishing, copyright date 2018 by Diana Lopez. I think she must have done everything, I'm thinking. Now, we're going to the Ace of Hearts. Ace. Yeah, the other thing is the cups are all different cups. Each one is a different cup, but that's neither there nor there. Ace of Cups. Okay. The Ace of Cups usually signifies the glimpses of a new creative, expressive period in your life. As with all ace cards, it represents a tugging at your soul or a new determination, not necessarily the beginning of action. So it just puts you in the direction. This card indicates you have laid the foundation for a prosperous new beginning. Being one card, this card's energy is very straightforward and focused, just like the Magician's. The message of the Ace of Cups is simply love. The Ace of Cups can be an indicator of a newfound passionate relationship, be it romantic or an eager new business partner. In any case, the Suit of Cups is about fluidity and flowing. If you receive this card in a reading, it's a sign that you have divine energy helping you through this situation. I like that. You can do no wrong because this suit is about fluidity and flowing. You may be feeling a new welling of emotion that you can barely contain. Share what you can with others because your luck seems to be overflowing. So the Ace of Cups is a wonderful card to get. And let me read one of the reverse meanings for the Ace of Cups. So I'll read just the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Cups always represents strong emotion, but reverse, this card could signify a hesitation or unwillingness to be rational. It can be that perhaps you feel like you've been backed into a corner and are desperate to get out. In any case, if you receive this card in a reading, your creativity and passion will flow freely again soon. If you are seeking advice about it over a choice, the Ace of Cups reverse can be a strong sign to listen to your heart in this instance rather than your head. It is the realm In the realm of career, this card reverse points to a tendency to get overly attached to one's work and not hear constructive feedback. So again, this is really interesting on the reversed meanings. It's not just the reverse of the other part of the positive. It's a different take on it. So this is available on Amazon. It is very inexpensive, and it's really worth it for the book. The cards itself, if you look at the reviews on Amazon, they say they give really good readings. I thought the reading was kind of charming for the COVID. Let's see what I have with that. Let's see, anything else? I don't have anything else to say. Chris, do you have anything to say? It's been 20 minutes.
I got nothing.
You want to see him?
No.
I guess no.
I'm
He's
like-
sitting in his lounger. He's all the way back. He's apparently doing art. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably online.
Art.
And he loves this chair. So,
It's a nice chair.
it's a nice chair.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I don't understand where there's light behind me. Does it come from me? Only back there?
It's a bad camera.
I don't know about that. It's just weird how that light is back there.
No.
Anyways, so I thought I'd do a personal one, and I got nothing else to say. I did publish a short story on Amazon. I plan on doing short stories for the next couple months and putting them on Amazon. It's called Torn and Patched. Maybe I'll put a link down below if you want to go read it. It's
That's
99
excellent.
cents.
Cover artwork.
Oh yeah, Chris did the cover for the book,
What?
for the short story.
You can put a link in the description below.
I will. It's a really a cute story about two older sisters and when an ex-husband of one of them, and
Oh.
yeah, it's pretty interesting. It was fun to write. So I guess that's it. Anything else going on in our lives? We're going shopping at Aldi's tomorrow. That's
Give
Exciting.
away our advanced location.
well, yeah. They don't know which Aldi's though. Like they're gonna follow us
The
to Aldi's.
paparazzi will be there.
Yeah, probably. I did the last video I did. 2 videos ago. I did my spirit collages, and I stopped at 12 because I needed a break. We've been doing art since February, and I needed a break, and then I started thinking about doing another story and doing some writing, sort of clean the palette, so to speak. But since we've been hanging out, it's been over a year now.
Wow.
Wow. We've really been very creative. I mean, we spend 3 hours every morning doing something. I mean, not together, but, we do our own thing. And then I did open the barn. The barn is open. This is Plum's Art Emporium for the summer. And we do art when we're there, when it's opened. When it's
Stay
open.
open.
What?
Might not stay open.
I don't know. The county I live in is,
Off the map.
what is it, 45%? I don't know. A lot of people didn't get their shots.
Stubborn.
So I think the schools are I'm worried about the kids right now. So anyways, there's my poison ivy. That's charming too. Okay, thanks for watching and have a great day. And any comments? Send it over. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks.